Alright, people of the world. This is GTA Raj, and this is going to be... Right now, as of right now, this will be my final Forza Horizon 5 stream, at least for the time being anyway. Not because I'm going on vacation or anything. But due to the stuff that I've been doing with Gran Turismo, at least specifically Gran Turismo 2, I have not been getting the same fulfillment out of Forza as I originally wanted. We have had a new feature in Forza. No, which video plays that? Don't show the message again. I don't know about this. Essentially, what it comes down to is the overall experience. Gonna quickly set my line count. I'm kind of bad at that. It used to be automated back in the day. I used to just be like, go live. Or before I go live, I type out a message and send it. Can't quite do that now. So here's the thing. I've had a lot more fun with the basics of Gran Turismo on the PS1 than I have in the last few weeks than I have with my entire time with Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 is beautiful.
Welcome back, Peter.
And it's out there and it's open. But that's all it's really got going for it in my eyes. I have been playing this franchise ever since Forza Motorsport 1 on the Xbox. And it has been amazing. But because of how things have degenerated in the franchise over the past 4 or 5 games in general, it has not been pleasant. Oh shit, let's go. Got a gift. Got a super spins. Let's do these now, then I'll continue. Oh my god, a Maserati! A Mustang! Oh my goodness, I totally don't have one of those already. Totally don't have 5 of those already. Let me just quickly grab a vehicle that I enjoy. Forza, in its own right, was great up until a certain point, and then it fell off massively. And the reason I say that is because things have degenerated in this franchise that really shouldn't have. And it's essentially all the problems I've been talking about beforehand. What is this, S1? The collaborations have all been great. The collaborations have been incredible. I just crashed. Now, the thing I want to keep in mind is, I do not play Forza online. So, I know for a fact this game is entirely different for an online player's from an online player's perspective. There's still a ton of daily players playing this daily. And even as of recently, in the past week, it's been announced that it's coming to PlayStation. Which, don't get me wrong, that's amazing. Cross-platform is an amazing thing to happen. And it should have happened a long bloody time ago. It should have happened properly a long time ago. Forza as a franchise has been multi-platform since Horizon 3. And the way I look at it is, a racing game is not really going to be feature complete unless it can tick all the boxes, all the correct boxes for a racing game. You need to have a single player that's good. You need to have campaigns that are good and interesting. You need to have an online that is also very good. The online portion is fun to a degree. You can encounter randoms that just want to stop by you like honk honk and then pull out. Or they'll be like, yeah, let's do a race or something. I'm like, I'm not up for that. The online portion of this is not bad. It's the core features of the game that are bad and make me dislike it. From a racing fan's perspective, so someone who's been playing racing games for all of my life, starting out with Lotus Turbo Challenge on the Mega Drive, Gran Turismo on PlayStation, Forza on Xbox and now PC. Oh, there's Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift on PS2, which is a pretty good one. That was insane, but your only experience in driving was on a highway at night. It's kind of bland, but there was a lot of cute stuff in it. But Horizon 5 just has a lot of issues, still to this day, in its core gameplay mechanics that make it worse than it has any right to be. This game could have been so good, and it isn't. It suffers from rubber banding like the entire Horizon franchise. You didn't necessarily get any such thing in Motorsport, at least in Motorsport 4 when I played it. The AI would actively learn from you. It had its own way of doing things. So for example, the biggest example that I keep using is the whole brake checking. So if you get an AI that's behind you and if you get a computer driver that's behind you and you slam your brakes on, they will also do the same thing. They will actively try not to crash into you. If the driver is set to be a little bit aggressive, they will. And every stretch of the imagination, they will be aggressive. You will have aggressive drivers. You will also have careful drivers. The way the drivers drive their vehicles on each difficulty does change, but when you get to the higher tiers, they change in minuscule ways, like they'll take a corner this way, or they'll slide that way. Not like me though. Not like me. That was a terrible slide. But the point still stands. As time has went on, the computer that's been programmed or made for the Forza games has just gotten proactively worse. Certain aspects of Forza are still really freaking good, but there's still enough wrong with these games that make me not want to play them anymore. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing these kind of games online. I want to pick up a car and go racing in my own kind of like way. I can do that in Forza, however it is not pleasant, and it's just the way the game's made that makes it unpleasant. So why do I still play it? Because I have that itch. I have that itch that I want to drive around in an open world that is somewhat realistic in a car that I like. And that's the main gist of it for me. Racing, for me, in Forza, at least in Horizon anyway, is optional. It used to be mandatory because I used to love racing in Forza. Motorsport being about all the track days and everything. Track days, going around the Nürburgring, all that kind of stuff. That's amazing stuff. That is still well done. Or at least it was. There was a cycle, or there was a period in Forza's history where you had to pay to do pay in-game currency to do day-night cycles for racetracks, and it became grind heavy for certain things, which was stupid. But ooh. For the most part, the most basic fundamentals of this game are still broken. Like I mentioned, the rubber banding. That is one aspect of it that is still broken to high hell. Rubber banding is on all difficulty settings except for Tourist. And the way that they induce competition to your vehicle is to artificially inflate the power to try and make it more challenging, and then you add on rubber banding to that, and you just get driver tires that are crazy good, but then all of a sudden they're absolute dog water, and they're unfairly winning races. It's insane. That is not how that should work. Plus, you've got the tuning menu. The tuning menu, for the most part, is functional. Some of it is still broken. I know the tire pressure stuff is still broken. That much hasn't changed. They're not going to fix that. It's far too late in the game's lifespan. The thing you need to take into account with games like this, when the game has a certain age and it still has bugs in it, it's highly unlikely that the developers are going to look at it and be like, hey, we still have this problem, let's fix it. They're going to be like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to push out more content. And boy howdy, it shows. There's an equal amount of love put into this game as well as laziness put into this game. Like, okay. One example I am going to use in support of this game is the stuff for Knight Rider. This car is specific to the Knight Rider historians. This is a model of their screen-used kit from the show. Now they have two of them. This one was taken out of the Peterson and photo scanned inside and out. They did a bang-up job on that, except for the voice box. The voice box just doesn't function. I wish these lights would come on. It would be incredible. Like, yeah, there's a lot of love and detail and attention into this model, but sometimes not enough attention to detail. Like, yeah, we want the lights to be on. We want the scanner to actually... That is a terrible scanner effect. This is not made for hardcore Knight Rider fans. This is made for people who don't really care what the scanner looks like when it's moving, or the fact that LEDs aren't functional. And then you have the biggest botch up that I've ever seen on a DeLorean model. And it's related to the Back to the Future DeLoreans. Because all of them have a really bad speedometer in them. And essentially what it is just a box. And then there's an overlay that's not even attached to the box, with a black square on it and a couple of freaking numbers on it. Let's have a peek. Let's take out one that I have that's functioning. Let's do this. I made a driving version of the DeLorean, one that I can actually just chill and drive in. So if we go in here, this looks fine. It is a far cry from the quality that you got from the Knight Rider model. If we press up to go into photo mode and take a peek. And we go here and then we just zoom in a certain angle. I think, yeah, you have to get to a certain angle, and you can see looking from the bottom to the top, the speed on the digital speedometer, the speed on it isn't attached to the box itself. It really isn't. And it's not even in the correct font for it either. Like I said, there's an equal amount of love and an equal amount of laziness put into this. And it is annoying. It is so annoying. God. And it's not just those models, it runs throughout the entire game. I'm not going to check every model and see which one is accurate to the IRL thing. But like I said, there's an equal amount of love and equal amount of laziness put into this game. And it's something that needs to be highly worked on. Every time Forza Horizon gets a release, it's like, oh, this game is beautiful, this game is expansive, this game is taking place here. Here's where the other ones took place. And that's essentially what all of the reviews come down to, aside from praising the online functionality. They need to start putting a focus back on the core gameplay. The core gameplay being single player content, because that's what people are going to do to earn stuff before they play online. And if you make that a good experience all round, then you're going to have happy players when they go online. They're going to be like, okay, this was actually pretty fun, let's try and do this together. Because I believe you can take on... No, you can't take on story stuff together. You can't. That's something that should be added in. If you get the basics of the game down first, like actually have an AI that changes on each difficulty level, and I don't mean send the power of the car fucking skyrocketing per difficulty level, then you're going to have a good time. If you brought back the AI from Forza Motorsport 4 and put it into Horizon 5, or even a future Horizon 6, that would be insane. An open world racer where the AI learns. It learns and adapts to your driving style. And it tries to beat you. No rubber banding, no shenanigans. Also fix the tuning menu whilst you're at it. Dog War. And while I haven't played this game with people online, admittedly I don't want to do that. I have checked out community made content. Community made content on this is just nuts. Like, it's some of the best tracks I've made, or not made, that I've raced on, and so equally some of the worst. It all depends with this kind of stuff. It all depends on how much you want to do. People have recreated entire bloody cities inside of freaking Forza, and it's great. Let's do a seasonal. What is this one? Festival drag strip. A-class classic muscle? Okay. Now, the thing that gets me... Actually, there's something I haven't talked about in a while about this, and I've not really been on it, and it's kind of how bad the auction house has gone. And keep it in mind, it's progressively better than what it used to be in Horizon 4. Horizon 5, for all of its faults, is still better than what was pumped out in Horizon 4. The rubber banding was arguably not as bad in Horizon 4. It's still annoying. But at least you got at least 3 difficulty levels without the rubber banding being a problem. Then all of a sudden it's like rubber banding up the wazoo. But the biggest problems that I had with Horizon 4 were like the auction house, the mixer content, and the ice. The ice problem got resolved just by switching locations. And it was insane. For those who don't know, the weather fully changed every few days in Horizon 4. You could pop on one day and it's all sunny and bright. Pop on another day, it's all wet and windy. Pop on another day, the entire world is covered in snow and ice. That is insane. Oh, we're doing 3 drag races? Oh, shit. I love doing drag races. It's so much fun. Drag races in general, just fun. Okay, classic muscle cars, 800. Performance index. Oh, that's one of the cars I made for Annie a long time ago. You know what? I'll use that because I made it just right. The thing is, the auction house in Horizon 4 sucked donkey dick. Because the auction house was tied to your painter and tuner level. And the way you increased your painter and tuner level is by selling, having people download your decals and your tuning setups. That's how you done it. And because it was never really effective, because you only got like 100 points towards your thing for every fucking thing that you had downloaded. And it would have taken you well over 100,000 points to get the necessary level to increase your auction house maximum buyout. That's what all that was there for. So essentially, when you went into the auction house to sell something, you were limited by your level, your painter and tuner level, which means you could only set a certain max buyout for a vehicle. It's good for people who want to get it for cheap, but bad if you want to make money. And the way you increased it, like I said, is by increasing your painter and tuner level. And it sucked because you could you could make a whole bunch of tunes and no one downloads them. So you'd be forced to get the new car, make a bunch of tunes for them, make a bunch of decals and that for them within a few days. To try and raise your level at least a little bit. Holy shit, that was easy. So yeah. Also, Horizon 4 is one of the Forza games that you cannot 100%. You just can't. Because you have to do the mixer stuff to get 100%, and they never removed it. Which is frankly insulting, because it's fucking mixer. No one likes that. Mixer was largely hated. It was loved by some, hated by many. It was one of those places. Why am I rocking 7 gears in this thing? But that's the thing, right? Horizon as a franchise had the means to be perfect. And it almost was. Like, it has great content. It has great content. It really does. Even down to right now. With Horizon 5. Horizon 5's best content so far has been the Back to the Future stuff, plus Hot Wheels. Horizon 4's best content was quite literally Lego. Wait, what was Horizon? I jumped into Forza Horizon 4 pretty damn late. So I need to remember what the first expansion was. I think the second one was Lego. Wait a minute, let me look it up. Because they got two... I don't know, especially... Fortune Island and Lego. Fortune Island expansion was released on December 13th, 2018. The expansion includes a new location, new cars, a new campaign, new event types, and additional achievements. The Lego Speed Champions expansion was released June 13th, 2019. The expansion includes a Lego-themed world with Lego cars, a new Lego Racing Championship. Many figures are also included as new playable characters. Yeah, this is the downside. Fortune Island is all about your off-roading. So you went from off-roading to Lego, which is such a good uplift. But now that shit can't even be bought separately. You have to buy the ultimate. You have to buy the ultimate version to get the expansions, which is not good in the slightest. What's even more insulting is that the reverse happened for Horizon 5. What I mean is, when Horizon 5 talked about its freaking expansions, they're like, okay, our first expansion is Hot Wheels. A full-on Hot Wheels world above Mexico, where you can do X and Y, and it's genuinely fun. Without a shadow of a doubt, it is so much fun. If there's something I could recommend about Horizon 5, it is the Lego expansion. Then, they had the audacity to drop the rally expansion afterwards. Rallying. A core functionality that's been in the game for a long time. The last time I seen something so like this so idiotically done, it was in Horizon 1 when their first expansion, and I think only expansion, was Rally. Why am I feeling winter? We have the storm. I'm gonna go check the trees real quick. If the trees are blowing wildly, we're having a storm. Yeah, we appear to have a small storm. Forza Horizon is mixed up in what it wants to do. It's hitting us with all these jumps and unrealistic things, whilst also trying to do things in a very realistic way. It's either one or the other. You go full arcadey and bullshitty with what you're doing, or you take it seriously. Racing planes and trains and all manner of things. You can't just do one or the other. Or you can't do both of them correctly. Especially not the team behind it. They can't. They're trying to and they're failing because there's so many things they're not fixing. They're not willing to fix them. They should be. They really should be. This game is on its last legs. It's been out for 4 years. And there's a new one coming out in about next year or two. You can tell we're acceleration heavy. I don't get why we're acceleration heavy. Yeah, they don't have to touch this. Gucci. Oh yeah, no, we've got this in the bag. It's fine. Like, these drag racing events, they're fun. Road racing's not fun because of the fucking rubber banding. They're like, okay. You've got this car, let's match it real quick, actually. Make it a little bit slower. Wait, what were we at? 151. Let's do this. Yeah, we should be alright here. Like I said, this game has its ups and its downs. But at the end of it, it's up to you what you want to play, like, for real though. I'm gonna try and change these gears a little bit. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea for 7 gears. That'll do. Yeah, I'm at a point now with Forza where I'm like, okay, I like what I'm doing now, but that is not what the game is meant to be about. You're meant to be out there racing with the boys, having a good old time. And I don't see myself being able to do that. I cannot race in this game in a single player fashion because the game is that broken about it. Specifically the rubber banding and the artificial inflation of opponent driver tire fucking whatever. Massively inflate the power of opponent's cars, basically. Specifically the CPU, and there's no change in how the CPU behaves, regardless of the difficulty. All they're doing is driving slower vehicles. And that's it. Like when you get to when you change the difficulty, the power of the vehicles that you face goes up, but they're still the same vehicles. It's not how that should be working. I never get my reasoning behind a 7-gear Mustang. Not a Mustang, a fucking Dodge Challenger. For the longest time, this was actually my main. It was such a good car. And don't get me wrong, it still is, mainly because I've tuned it the way I want it to be. I'm not trying to get this to be like a 300 mph fucking beast. I want it to be something that can just stroll along. And I feel like I've done that. Plus, this is one of the few games, one of the few racing games where I'm comfortable driving a manual. If I'm playing Gran Turismo, specifically the older ones, I'm driving automatic. It's annoying. There's one thing I found out. When you're driving an automatic, you can jam the gears. So on occasion, you can crash the car, your car, and it will not go down a gear. You have to press on the brake for the gear to go down. And to me, that's rather annoying, and in my head, that shouldn't even be happening IRL. In fact, I don't know if it happens IRL. Ooh, let's continue the event. This is also actively a better vehicle than what it just was. Although I may have to adjust this car's right height somewhat. Sure, that. We've been at this for 35 minutes. I'm having a good time. Mainly because I'm not getting screwed over. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna change my right hand a little bit. Yeah, it's low dragging at the front. And there we go. Oh yeah! Get it! I made the acceleration good enough that I shouldn't be getting slowed down. The acceleration is good enough that I can stay in front and still keep a good top speed. 90 seconds, 8:30. Yeah, all within margin of better. We win these. Yeah. No, there's a lot of good things that Forza does. There's also equal amounts of bad things. Like, for example, the Hot Wheels stuff. Hot Wheels stuff in this is amazing. The fucking hunting house horn. All that for a horn. Terrible. I don't even use my horn. You know what? I might just break out the stock DeLorean for us now. Stock DeLorean is such a nice little car. Like, yeah, you have a lot of vehicles in here that you can use. Which one is so 912? What the hell was I doing? There's a lot of cars that you can get in here. They're all good. To a point. They look the way they should. You get it? Oh, this is so much fun. It is nice to just drive around the scenery and be like, yo, this is great. Why am I only 8? Let's go slow. Why 7 gears? What trucks was I on for that? What in the hell? No, we're strictly doing 6 gears, and then we're gonna modify this again. If there's one thing I've enjoyed doing is messing around with cars. Like, yeah, this game makes me madder than hell. But one thing I love doing is in-depth tuning cars. At least in this anyway. The racing aspect, I hate. At least the solo aspect. Like I keep saying, if you want a good racing game, make the single player and online experience good. The racing experience offline is terrible. It is barely playable, and that's saying something. Because there's been complaint after complaint after complaint about the rubber banding, and they've never fixed it. They don't care. That's your sign that the development team do not care. They're not going to. They're like, okay, Forza sells, let's just do it anyway. Let's go all-wheel drive again. What the? We'll keep the stock transmission because we can still customize it. This is the kind of tinkering I very much miss in Gran Turismo. In Gran Turismo, it's like, okay, we can polish your ports, we can balance your engine, we can do race modifications, we can change your brakes, your suspension, give you an exhaust tip, or give you a new exhaust, give you a turbo, and give you a diff. And that's really it. Let's do a weight reduction. want to do all... Actually, let's just go all the way for this one. Let's just make this a really nice DeLorean. Yeah, this is the kind of customization I miss in Gran Turismo so bloody much. It is insane how much I miss it. There's no getting away from the fact this kind of in-depth customization is good. But Gran Turismo in its infinite wisdom never gave me that. It never could. No need an exhaust. There was never any reason for it to do that. What's our horsepower looking at now? Woo! 354! The funny thing there is, Gran Turismo is still a better game, in my opinion. I'm getting what I need from it. I'm just not getting 100% what I need from it. Where's my astute from the fucking turbo? Like, yeah, the thing I hate about Gran Turismo is the bloody fact that you have to do a license test to do anything. There should be a section for if you have or have not played Gran Turismo in the past. Okay, let's retool these gears. Bring our tire PSI down a little bit so there's more contact patch. Oh, gearing's way close. Bring this to about here. Gears 1, 2, and 3 should be lasting us quite some time. Maybe that's a little too far. Then bring it down more so. Oh, that's brilliant. Let's change your anti-roll to be a bit more stiff. Spring should definitely be up a bit more. Give it extra dampening at the back and at the front. Change our diff. There we go. That's what we're needing. We got that extra power. Oh, wait, what the hell? Did we just pull? Yeah, Gran Turismo got me all fucking jellied up with this. I've lost acceleration, I'll give you that much. Wait, why am I so high up? Oh yeah, I'm a little too high up. Let's bring my springs down somewhat. And let's fix our gearing. There we go. Perfect! I think so anyway. Should be. Let's try a little lower on the DeLorean. You have to keep in mind if you're a little too bouncy, you're gonna go boing. Oh, I want the front to be stiffer. It's all about the feeling you get when you're driving the car. Like, this overall driving experience is good. Ooh, Gear 2 is not happy. Gear 2 is very much not happy. Sorry that real quick, so this will become an issue later. That'll do. I may have to bring the final drive forward a little bit. Let's see how we get on with that. Here's the thing. Forza, like I keep saying, Forza does a lot of good things. But for every good thing, they also do a bad thing. And it's not fair on the players, new and old, to have to go through that kind of whiplash. The kind of driving we're doing now is amazing. It needs to continue to happen. But you also need to fix the core gameplay, which is not something the team's ever going to do. They just won't. It's I think it's less beneficial for them to do it, or they just don't know how. One of the two. Make a new bloody version of the shit that was used in 4. Just have the computer learn. Because there is no such learning. As we found out in Horizon 4, I still have those streams where I bumped someone off the road, a computer off the road, into a house, and they still kept trying to go forward. People might look at that and be like, oh, it's a bug. No, it's not a bug. It's just the way the CPU is programmed. They're programmed to go from A to B in a set path. Their path has already been set. Meanwhile, the path wasn't really set for the cars or driver cars in Motorsport 4. Yeah, they were programmed to go from A to B, but they also learned from you. They also braked when you would, if they were trying to get ahead of you, and they couldn't. They would try to go around you, and depending on their personality type, they would try to bump you, try and get you off the road. You don't get any such thing like that anymore. It's why, if you want to play a Forza game, play Motorsport 4. And then delete your title update data, and then listen to Jeremy Clarkson rip the piss out of the DeLorean. That will always be funny, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take this B class. Okay. What we need to do is... Oh, why are we so acceleration heavy? This engine's terrible. Let's try and not... Can we do another festival? Do we have the ability... Do we have the time for that? Let us do some seasonal. Ooh, wait. Okay. Rally of the Ancient Roots. Okay, so these things are community events. Community events are always welcome. They're always fun. Oh yeah, we have a lot less torque on this car. But no, it is... I've always had this love-hate relationship with Forza. It is both a blessing and a curse. Oh, that's done. Hell yeah, let's go. It is literally a blessing and a curse at the best of bloody times. So you have to be extremely careful with how you handle it. What is our top speed? A DeLorean is something I would love to own. Like, yeah, there's additional costs involved with owning one of these. Like, insurance. Insurance premiums probably aren't even cheap for this. Better get a better off-roader. Let's get the off-roader. Ah. You know what? Now that question is on my mind, I'm gonna ask the only person I know that owns a fucking DeLorean. Whoa, 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 I'm being pinged the hell out. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my. Who's pinging me? What am I being? Oh my fucking god! I'm being pinged the hell out on so many servers right now. Ain't no fucking way. I'm trying to message someone as a DeLorean. Shit. I know a guy that owns one. Actually, he's owned two. So it would be great. It would be good to know, to have a bit of an idea as to what it'd be like, insurance-wise, because the DeLorean is fucking old as balls right now. That's always gonna be now. But it is at the point where we don't have to pay extra taxes and stuff for the car like you would for a modern one. So like these days you'd have to pay like ULEZ emissions tax for where you're going. You'd have to pay for MOT and all that shit. But for cars of a certain age, you can register them as a historic and you don't have to pay most of those fees. You still have to pay insurance, but insurance is a pain in the fucking ass. Because imagine if you got a car that's no, Top Dead Center had an issue like this, or had an issue with insurance because they had a limo, and they wanted to insure it as a car for daily fuckabouts, not to use it as a limo, and no one's taking them on. And even then, if they did, it'd probably be extremely expensive on a yearly basis to run it. Rally of the Ancient Ruins! Such a good car. Or not a good car. Oh, fuck. Oh! Can I use any of my customs here? Woo! We got 481 foot-pounds of torque, 549. Whoa, did I just swap that? I think I did. Oh. Oh! I think, I mean, I could use that. I'm not going to. I think my Nagatoro Impreza is a good one to use for this. Or this bastard with 500 foot-pound of torque. This one's close enough. Yeah, let's use the Nagatoro one. Let's use it. Oh. Na. Oh, it's got the shiny black shit to it. Na. So, yeah. Oh crap! I need to go back and watch Don't Talk with Me, Miss Nagatoro. Such a good anime. I can't remember if I made this a 7-gear car or not. If I did, I'm disappointed in myself. Oh, we acceleration heavy. Oh, we got the fucking shabby pops and bangs. I've tuned my AC, yo, and now I've got pops and bangs at the low end. What is this, a fucking... That's a 2-lap race. Oh yeah, there's no way half these cars should be fucking thrown ahead. That's some modified for tits. Shit! Question is, why'd my brakes lock up? Brother! Stop getting in my way! You're actually slowing me down. Oh yeah, the other thing I hate about this is the checkpoint system. They don't use it to check time. Also, shout out to the person who left a like on this. I don't know who you are, but thank you. This is some dog shit. Why am I not even here? I should be, but I'm not. I'm just retune this a little bit. Whoa! Hi there, acceleration. Yeah. That checks out. Okay, let's try it again. Rally cars shouldn't have this many gears. Woo! Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, that Porsche shouldn't be doing up. And I just slid out there. There we are. And now because I'm in first place, the rubber banding's not really in effect anymore. Not for now, anyway. It's just the state of the industry at this point. They want to shovel out a game as fast as they can because of something or other. Either due to lazy development, publisher pushing on the dev team for crunchies and stuff like that, or to meet deadlines. Yeah, no you don't. You know, faster than me, dum-dum. There we go, that's the kind of distance I expect. Wow, the other fellas, way up man. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't, buddy. I did not miss that checkpoint! That's the problem. That is the problem. The game thinks I missed that checkpoint. I did no such thing. That would be a lot cheaper than I thought. What about my first gear's not longer? Woo. Well, he just helped me out. Let's get ahead here. Like I said, that rubber banding is a little too strong. Fucking dial it back a little bit, buddy. I didn't even press my brakes that hard. Why did they fucking lock up? Yeah, I actually missed that one. We're at a point now in Forza where if you miss a checkpoint and you're doing extremely well, you miss a checkpoint, you get sent back, it is faster and better for you to restart the race than it is for you to continue on and try and push back to first. Okay, there we go. Another one. There we go. Woo! This is the distance I expect between me and the computer when I throw on a custom. I still don't know why my brakes just locked up, or my steering locked up. Shouldn't have. No, you don't. You're not rubber banding your way past me, friendo. I refuse to let that happen. This needs a little bit more tuning gearing wise. Yep, fine. That crash was entirely my fault. I overestimated. It always sucks when you overestimate. I've made that many mistakes personally. Oh, there we go. Finished first, 5 minutes 53. That was a good thing. That was so special. That was great. Woo! All right. Yeah, the Subaru is good. However, the Hoonigan Cossie was keeping up. I don't know how much power that's meant to have. But it shouldn't have as much torque as my custom. You give me a 77 Trans Am? You son of a bitch. I'll take the Formula Drift though. I don't have that. The more I get into cars, the more I learn about things like Hoonigan, Formula Drift, and all that kind of stuff. And for me, it is great. Alright, let's tune this car. Have the gearing be more like this. Yeah. I think this is better suited for the gearing, in all honesty. And like, kind of like this. You've got that focus, and you've got that thing of where it wants to go. Let's see. Oh shit, I thought it was low. I kind of want to get this into. No, I want to get that fucking proper gearbox. That's what I want. We're just coasting along at 114, which is incredible on Gear 4. Oh yeah, no, this is a major improvement. Because Gear 5 is sluggish. Gear 7 just doesn't exist. And it's just chugging along. Really? Okay, what I'm gonna do, bring gearing along here. Just so there's not screwing around. Back to 39 again. What the fuck? That's not okay, I don't want that. Yeah, having 7 gears is just a fuck up on my part. I don't even know what the hell I'm running on this car at this point. Let's find a house. Let us find one of my houses. Yeah, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to retune this car so that it's better suited for what I'm after out of it. Because with 7 gears you'll have a shorter gears overall, but I want it to go from long to short. We need to get so much more power out of the gears. And we can do that by having 6 gears, not bloody 7. This is what, an A class and it's doing this kind of stuff? Put this in a DeLorean. See how far it gets you. There we go, we're sitting there. Damn! Okay. Okay. Card collection. Did I get a manufacturer bonus for this? I did not. Ugh. Okay! I'm gonna... Wait, what? Why do I have 7 gears by default? Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm just a bit dumb. Got all this. Wait, did I put a rally on this? Where'd a rally diff? It's a racing one. Did I ever put this on though? And what about aerodynamics? Bless me. And this is the adjustable Forza Horizon one. So my lateral G's are gonna go up. I had to get all my shit sorted. 7 gears on a rally car like this is too much. You don't need it. And we're gonna reset all this. And what we're gonna do is pop down here, and this will tell us that straight track. The drag track is gonna tell us if we're doing good or not. So what are we at in terms of gears? 208. If we bring them down, we should get a lot of extra oomph out of these gears. That should theory do it. Because we are rallying, should be decent. Speed. Alignment's fine. Yeah, that should be alright. Treasure challenge. Oh shit. I just want to see what my performance is like. That wasn't terrible. It really wasn't. But I'm not going to use that car. I'm going to use my DeLorean. The DeLorean is in the thumbnail. It's kind of an insult if I don't use it. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. That is insane. I have a sore head too. Alright, we're gonna drive our Part 3 DeLorean. Why are we so... Oh yeah, it's my D-Class car. It's like the lowest class you can get in Forza now. And here we are. Crashing. It really doesn't want me to do that, does it? Alright. This has been our Tuesday stream. Oh, my head hurts. Jesus. This has been our Tuesday stream. What am I doing tomorrow? I set up something for tomorrow and I bloody forgot what it was. Whoa, no. Why am I on YouTube Shorts? I just literally opened the app and it's like, hey, YouTube Shorts, let's go. Alright. Tomorrow is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And I'm going to go install that now. Crash Bandicoot. It'll be a later stream. Where's my Crash? Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. There we go. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. And then there's 2 days of the Bell Ends, which are going to be on Thursday and Friday, so that'll be 7:30 p.m. give or take. Depending on if they want to do it earlier or later, I don't know yet. But tomorrow we're going to be playing the Dark Souls of the PlayStation 1 era. And I don't mean the unpatched version of Soul Edge, which is hilarious to think about that ever happened. There was a version of Soul Edge that was put into arcades, and it was unbeatable because they made the CPU too strong. So they had to patch it quickly and then re-release it. But no, that's going to do it for now. If you enjoyed yourself, like, subscribe, share. Like I said earlier, this is my last Forza Horizon 5 stream for quite a while. I don't have the same love for it anymore as I used to back in the motorsport days. Forza Horizon 1 was just great as a first time experience because it's like, okay, here's Forza, but with the formula of an open world racer. I never played 2. Well, I did. I've done a video. Have I done a video on 2? I've done a video on 2, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I have. I have. Final Fantasy 7, Test Drive 2, Forza Horizon 2, my first impressions. And my impressions were basically the rubber banding's not as strong and it looks better than Horizon 1. And it was still on the 360 and they got away with all that power. They got away with all that graphic fidelity. And it was incredible. Horizon 3, I never played that properly. Because when I played Horizon 3, it was just a demo. And it ran just fine. It was great. Overall. And it was just the beginning of the game. So I never got a chance to check out things like rubber banding and stuff like that. I didn't even know about that at the time. I didn't even know about any of that stuff at the time. I just jumped in, had a good time. I was like, why is the CPU kicking my ass? But now I know about the term rubber banding, and I know about games that have used it in the past. EA used it in Need for Speed Most Wanted and Need for Speed Carbon as a way of stopping people from having an unfair advantage with cheats. You enter in the cheat code, or use cheats to access all the car upgrades at the beginning of the game, and then all of a sudden, every racer in the game is kitted out to the teeth with parts, all the parts. So the rubber banded to high hell and back. So doing that makes the game more difficult, a bit more fun as well. But in Horizon 4, the rubber banding was pretty bad, especially with that one time on the ice with the Morgan 3-wheeler. Which had insane grip on ice, going around a corner, and the rest is history. You know the rest. You know the rest. My relationship with Forza is a rocky one. Would I buy Horizon 6? Sure, on sale and out of a morbid curiosity. I would very much like for my problems to be fixed. Now, some of them did get fixed. The auction house, I don't know what the hell the auction house is tied to these days. I don't know what it was in Horizon 3 or Horizon 3. I don't know about it in Horizon 2 or Horizon 1 anymore because, you know, those servers are down, so you can't exactly do the auction house anymore. Horizon 4, it was tied to your painter and tuner level, which is fucking dumb. Because then you have to make thousands of tuning profiles and thousands of decals and have people actually download them. Tons of times. You have to flood the market with cool stuff. and nice profiles and all that stuff, and then keep up to date with all the cars. Because if you miss one, you're not gonna get people downloading your stuff. But they fixed that. They still need to work on the CPU. They still need to work on the checkpoint. The checkpoints were really bad in 4. They're still bad in 5, but they're oddly more lenient and sometimes not lenient enough. Like earlier, we went through one, or we barely missed one, and most of the time that's enough for you to get a pass. It's like, okay, you've touched it, so you've obviously went through. That's not the case, unfortunately. So, yeah, checkpoints need worked on, tuning needs worked on, auction house needs worked on, basic gameplay mechanics need worked on. Like I've said before tons of times tonight, this game has an equal amount of love put into it and where you're at, and also has an equal amount of laziness in it. And it's unfortunate that it's come down to that. There shouldn't be anything like that there. It's messed up. It really is. But anyway, I'm hoping that they do eventually fix Forza and give it the attention that it needs instead of worrying about deadlines, worrying about, oh, is someone going to like this versus that. The developers that are making a franchise need to go out of their way and be like, hey, okay, what does the community want? What do you want? What do you want in the next game? And we'll try our best to make it happen. I don't see anyone asking for that. Forza's not asking for that. Turn 10's not asking for that. Playground Games is not asking for that. Playground Games is kind of the reason why Forza's going downhill for me. I haven't played Motorsport since 4, so that's something. It's whatever at this point. Will I check out other Forza games? Absolutely. I might even do a stream when I come back from America talking about Forza Motorsport 4, because it is such a goddamn good thing. It's a good game. It is still the best Forza. Either that or just sit and play Gran Turismo 2 again. I might be a bit addicted to Gran Turismo 2, not gonna lie. But tomorrow, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. We'll check it out again. When did I last check that out? Oh my lord, I was still very much new at the point. Crash. Oh, what? I checked out 2 years ago. No, I didn't. That's the original Crash Bandicoot. Oh fuck. Okay. The last time I played it was September 1st, 2020. At least on stream anyway. When did I last play this? Last play today. What the fuck? No. So tomorrow we'll be diving back into Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy after almost 5 years of not playing it. Good lord. Anyway, thank you all for joining, and as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.